Hello guys, welcome to the clinical scenarios and this is your case number 11. Now the question says that she is a 60-year woman comes to the emergency department due to sudden onset of severe pain in the left eye. So there is sudden and painful, I think you have grasped that. Along with this, she also has the nausea and vomiting. The symptoms began a few minutes ago, so it's very acute onset while she was watching a movie in a theater. Now let's see her vitals. Temperature is 36.8, BP 140 by 90, pulse 82 and respiration 14 per minute. So it's grossly normal. Some amount of hypertension is there. Examination shows, so it has confirmed that there is a decreased visual acuity. Her left eye, so same eye in which she was having all these things, her same left eye is showing what? Redness, hazy cornea, shallow anterior chamber, dilated and fixed pupil. It's stony, hard to touch. What is the most likely diagnosis? So let's see the options. Primary open angle glaucoma, conjunctivitis, acute angle closure glaucoma or the anterior uveitis. So let's see how to approach such kind of a question if you come back here. Now what are the important things that you have to take into notice? First of all, the age 60 year and she is a female. So we have actually a 60 years female because you know certain things are common in male, certain things are common in female. So she is a female and we have got the sudden painful diminution of vision. Now can you see what I always tell you in the classes, that if you go or approach the questions, especially the clinical scenarios question along with your DDs, that it will become very easy for you to approach those questions, because you know your range of thinking will be narrowed down. Instead of thinking here there, you are now thinking on a planned way which can definitely lead you towards the destination. So now you are thinking of a female who is 60 years old and she is having sudden painful diminution of vision which is unilateral. She is having a problem in the left eye. Now this problem started after watching a movie. So what is significant about it? Significant thing is that watching a movie in a theater, so that means it is precipitated. This thing is precipitated by the dark. So what happens in the dark? In the dark the pupil dilates. Pupil dilates and that means there is something in this patient which is precipitated by the dilatation of the pupil, right? And then we have got some amount of BP increase also. Now what are the things on examination? On examination we have got congestion, redness, congestion is present, we have got hazy cornea and the shallow anterior chamber. So now this thing has been precipitated by the mid dilatation of the pupil, and previously also she was having shallow anterior chamber, and it's very hard, stony hard to touch. When does you get it? Stony hard feeling when you have very high increase in the intraocular pressure. Now something we have which is precipitated by the mid dilatation of the pupil, right, which is leading to congestion also, haziness of the cornea also, which is occurring in a female more than 60 years, and acute increase in the intraocular pressure. So that means we have something which is causing the raised intraocular pressure. So we are thinking about now glaucoma. So let's see what are the options. The options say that we have got a primary open angle glaucoma and acute angle closure glaucoma also. So that means I can rule out the conjunctivitis. In conjunctivitis, I will not have stony hard eye. I will not have hazy cornea. In conjunctivitis, I will not have shallow anterior chamber. Then it will not lead to sudden painful diminution of vision. Rather, conjunctivitis per se will not lead to the diminution of vision, only if this conjunctivitis is associated with the corneal involvement. Okay, so they are not told anything about that, they are just saying conjunctivitis. So I think this is exactly ruled out. Conjunctivitis will not lead to sudden painful diminution of vision, it will not be precipitated by the dilatation of the pupil, it will not lead to the dilated and fixed pupil, stony hard eye, hazy cornea, nothing of that sort. Okay, so now you are left with open angle glaucoma, angle closure glaucoma and the anterior uveitis. Now if I talk about the primary open angle glaucoma, so what is the other name of this glaucoma? The other name is chronic simple glaucoma. The other name of this glaucoma is chronic simple glaucoma. That means it's a chronic condition. How do you learn this in class? Primary open angle glaucoma is also called as chronic simple glaucoma. Okay, so what is that one line, how you can remember it? So we have primary. Primary means no known cause. We do not have any known cause. And open angle glaucoma. What is the meaning of open angle? That means which is occurring due to trabecular blockade. No known cause of the trabecular blockade is causing your primary open angle glaucoma. It's a chronic condition. Now chronic condition means that this will cause gradual diminution of vision. Then it's a simple condition. What do you mean by simple? Simple means no congestion. I will not have any congestion here, and it's a glaucoma, so I will have the triad. So what is a triad here? Triad means I will have the raised intraocular pressure, optic disc changes, and I also have the visual field defects. So though it will have the raised intraocular pressure, but it will cause gradual and it will be painless. There will be no congestion. So this will be painless. So that means the open angle glaucoma is also completely ruled out. Moreover, this condition is equal in males and females. So there is no gender biased here. So we are having a female here. So that means you have ruled out the primary open angle glaucoma also. Now you are left with two things, the acute angle closure glaucoma and the anterior uveitis. So let's first imagine what are the findings which are given in the question, how this eye will look like. Can you see this? It is the eye of the person who is being talked about in the question. So what are the things that you can see here? You can see here, you can see the mid dilated, right, mid dilated fixed pupil, so that is there. Okay, then can you see haziness in the cornea? We have got hazy cornea also, and lot of congestion. Now what is the type of congestion that you get here? This is your CCC. This is called as circumciliary or circumcorneal congestion. Circumciliary or circumcorneal congestion, or it is also called as deep ciliary injection. It is also called as deep ciliary injection. And can you see a lot of flattening of the anterior chamber is there. You hardly can see any distance between the two. So we have got the shallow or flat anterior chamber. So this means now you have got broadly what is the diagnosis. I know glaucoma is hanging over your minds, but still before reaching the final diagnosis of glaucoma, let me show the comparison between the two things. See, always remember that whenever you are given a question of sudden painful diminution of vision, whenever you have a question related to sudden painful diminution of vision, two things are the first priority. First is acute congestive glaucoma, right? One is the acute congestive glaucoma, and the second thing is your acute anterior uveitis. second is acute anterior uveitis. So always think about two things. Now you have to see whether it is a male or a female. So glaucoma is more common in females while uveitis will be more common in males. Then look at the age. Angle closure glaucoma is more common after 50 years while uveitis will be common mostly in young age or the middle age. Young age to the middle age. Then they are talking about the congestion. So congestion will be present in both. Circumcorneal congestion will be present in both. So here we have got a female and she is 60 years old and she is having a circumcorneal congestion. So all the three things are going in favor of glaucoma. Then we talk about the anterior chamber. Now here we have the mid-dilated pupil. Mid-dilated and fixed pupil you are having, right? While if I talk about the uveitis, what kind of pupil you have? There also you have fixed, but you have got small or constricted pupil. You have constricted pupil or miotic pupil which is fixed. So that means this is also going in favor because you know it is precipitated, and we know that the mid dilatation of the pupil precipitates the attack of angle closure glaucoma. We have got mid dilated pupil, that is again going in favor of the angle closure glaucoma. Okay. Then another important thing is that you have rise in intraocular pressure. Now rise in intraocular pressure can be there in cases of uveitis also, but stony hard, if they are using the word stony hard consistency, then this will definitely go in favor of angle closure glaucoma. Plus if you see, the rise in intraocular pressure will be a late result. It is a late result or a consequence in cases of uveitis. So you know most common complication, if I talk about the most common complication of the anterior uveitis in the recurrent cases. So when we are having recurrently so many cases of anterior uveitis, then actually it can lead to the glaucoma. So the recurrent cases of anterior uveitis will cause glaucoma due to many mechanisms. It can be like one is acute inflammatory glaucoma. Acute inflammatory glaucoma could be found in the short duration also, but the problem is that this will not be causing stony hard eye, this will not be causing the shallow anterior chamber, rather you will have a deeper anterior chamber because the pupil is constricted there. Then we can have the synechial angle closure. So synechial angle closure glaucoma can also take place, but that will be after a long time. And then finally we also have the steroid induced glaucoma can also occur in the patients of uveitis. So now this is very evident that this glaucoma is not due to the complication of uveitis, because you know pupil is different, shallow anterior chamber is there, the age of the patient, the gender of the patient, and that means you are now very clear looking at the signs of this patient also, that this is actually a case of the acute angle closure glaucoma. And this angle closure glaucoma which is occurring in a female, she was already having a shallow anterior chamber, and now while she was watching a movie, there was mid dilatation of the pupil that has particularly precipitated the attack of the angle closure glaucoma. And this means, like, can you correlate the risk factors in your daily life? I always keep on saying this in classes, that anything that can dilate the pupil in a predisposed individual having a shallow anterior chamber can actually cause the acute attack of angle closure glaucoma. And see, the example is in front of you. This female, she was 60 years, she was having the shallow anterior chamber from before, and she did go for watching a movie, and that landed up in the acute attack of angle closure glaucoma. So our answer is the acute angle closure glaucoma. So I hope you understood this scenario, and more important than understanding this particular scenario is that you should learn basically the approach towards solving these clinical questions. They are not tough. The thing is that you have to apply. The problem is of application. You have to just apply your theoretical knowledge to the practical cases. In case of any doubt, you can always contact me. These are the links. You can contact me on my YouTube channel, Facebook group. We have Facebook page and my Telegram group and Telegram channel. I am there on Insta also. So any place you like, you are most welcome. You can ping me up with your queries, with your comments. Do comment me how is your feedback regarding these clinical scenarios, and also suggest me what are the other topics that you want me to make videos. Thank you and happy ophthalmology.